Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is a video I didn't expect to do. I thought I would probably come to it at some point, but not today. I told you guys yesterday after I'd done my preview for Luton Town versus Chelsea that I'd see you on the watch along, and then I'd see you for the match review. And whatever happens in between now and then, will happen. We have Burnley on the weekend, and I didn't think we'd be getting this news today. I did have it in my head that, yeah, maybe in the next couple of weeks or so, perhaps, but not today. Not hours after I gave you my preview. And here we are. We're going to get into the latest. But before we do, I want to let you know this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you download the OneFootball app for all of your latest news, including this story that has come out this morning in relation to Chelsea Football Club. You'll find it all in the OneFootball app, plus your stats, your standings, your fixtures, results, whatever you need, it's there. So hit that link in the description now, download the OneFootball app and enjoy. Well, the news is this morning, it's official, Chelsea Football Club are for sale. It's sad. It's actually sad. When you think about it, we knew this day would come, right? It was going to come, but not in these circumstances, not like this. Not like this. I had it in my head that the day Roman decides to call it a day and to put the club up for sale, it would be in a situation where he feels like he has nothing more to achieve, that the club is at the highest level possible, that we are now dominating English and European and possibly world football, and that's it. He's done it long enough, and he's, given it to someone who he knows can take the reins and push the club further. Personally, I had it in my head that he would still be at the club for maybe another decade or so before, he reaches an age where he feels like, okay, I'm going to probably end all of my business and just retire and enjoy the remaining years of my life. I thought that would be what Roman would do. But here we are. Roman is being, basically, I think in his perspective, he feels like he's forced to sell everything. Not just Chelsea, remember. You've got his £152 million home in London that is up for sale, and that was up for sale as of 2 days ago. He's got a flat by the River Thames, if I'm not mistaken, that's up for sale. I'm not sure if he's got any other assets here in London or in the UK, but yeah, everything. And now Chelsea Football Club are officially up for sale. And the writing was on the wall. I spoke with Man Knows Football yesterday, and I told him, because when the news started coming out that there's potential buyers that are looking to put a bid in, that came out yesterday. I did say that with the MP, Charles Walker, who came into... Was it Charles Walker? No, Charles Bryant. I forgot the Welsh MP who was in the House of Commons saying that Roman needs to be sanctioned. Him. He come out 2 days ago in the House of Commons and said that Roman has put his house up for sale. When he said that, I did have it in the back of my head that Chelsea could be next very, very shortly. And here we are. Because if you're getting rid of one asset, let's have it right. You're not in the country. Roman hasn't been in the country, except for very recently for a brief period, and he managed to jet off again. But hasn't been living in the UK for about, 4 years, I think? So if he's selling his £152 million home because that's now his asset, he's not living in it. If he was living in it and he was selling it, yeah, maybe he just wants to move. Cool. But if he's not even here and he's selling that, that's his asset that he's willing to sell. Well, Chelsea's his asset that he's going to have to sell as well. If he's going to sell that, he's going to sell the club. And now, this morning, it's been made official. Roman Abramovich has put Chelsea up for sale. And now he is in a situation where I think for the club, this isn't good. Because he apparently, according to the report, which I'm going to show you, this came from Matt Law, so it doesn't get really much better than that when you're talking about who's close to the club and knows what's going on. You've got those batch of journalists. Matt Law is obviously in the mix. So here it is, exclusive, Chelsea for sale. Story with Sam Wallace of The Telegraph that he co-wrote the article earlier on. This is it in The Telegraph, exclusive. Roman Abramovich puts Chelsea up for sale. As Swiss billionaire, I'm going to try and not destroy his name here, Hans-Jörg, I think it's Hans-Jörg, I don't think the J is pronounced. Hans-Jörg Wyss reveals approach. Interested parties, I thought to have been told Abramovich wants around £4 billion for the club. That goes on to say, obviously, the article's behind a paywall, so this is all we get. Roman Abramovich has put Chelsea up for sale by inviting potential buyers to bid for the club this week. So that's the latest. And yeah, when you're looking in terms of the club, £4 billion, he's not going to get £4 billion. Let's have it right. From a business perspective, everyone knows he's doing this because there is no time. And they know that. He's in a rush. He knows that if he sticks around, Chelsea could be seized from him. He might get sanctions. He hasn't been sanctioned yet. But I think that with the actions he's doing now, I think he knows something's coming his way. And I think that's a clear indication that something is coming his way. Now, here's the thing. If he manages to sell everything quickly and gets out, well, he's no longer a part of the UK in any way. So the UK can't sanction him, which is what I think he's trying to do. I don't think he wants to run the risk of being able to just have everything taken from him, his assets frozen from him, and he can't take a penny. And he's still out of the UK. He might as well get rid of everything now, take the money and go. I think that's basically it. But buyers know that. Buyers know what situation he's in. Without question. So they know he's in a rush. They know. And by this week, this needs to be sorted. So even if he wants 4 billion, they're going to be like, listen, no, we're not giving you 4 billion. That's way too much. 2 billion and I'll come and take it. And he's going to have to accept. Because they know it's like, okay, right, we won't buy from you then. We'll see if you're going to hold up for the next 7 days. He won't. He wants to get rid of everything and bounce. See you later, UK. Never coming back again. So I do think in terms of the club, this is a really sticky situation because Chelsea are in debt to Roman's company, Fordstam, which is Roman himself, basically, of £1.5 billion. Now, that's going to come as a part of the purchase. Roman wants his money. Let's have it right. Whether that comes from the new buyer or that comes from Chelsea Football Club, he wants what's due to him. His debt, 1.5 billion, is owed to him. He wants that. Plus the valuation of the club. The valuation of the club comes in and around, I think, £2.6 billion. I think that's the valuation of Chelsea. So now, here's the thing. It's going to be up to Roman. With time not on his side, he has two options here. He tries to get someone to pay up the debt, or Chelsea somehow pay up the debt, which I don't think they have the money for. If I'm being real, because they've only managed to get the club going self-sustainably. I don't think they have money sitting on the side that they can just pay to Roman off. If not, we would have done it by now. We're still in debt to Roman. So there's two options. Either a new owner comes in, puts a bid in, and gives Roman the debt, which then will be transferred to him because now he'll be looking at Chelsea going, now you owe me 1.5 billion, which I don't think any logical owner will do to put themselves in a situation like that. They want to make money, not lose money. Or Roman's going to have to just wipe it off and just lose 1.5 billion, which I don't think he'll be willing to do anyway. So Chelsea are in a sticky situation. What do I think is going to happen? I think an agreement with a new owner will come, but I do think it's going to come at a cut price. I think Roman is putting his valuation high on purpose. The rumour is that the Swiss billionaire who I've mentioned has already come out publicly and said that Roman's asking way too much. That's the right thing to do. Because now if you're asking for 4 billion and you try to come to a compromise of about 3 billion, well, that was what was the logical solution from the very beginning. Chelsea, if Roman was going to even entertain a bid, would be around £3 billion. So him trying to go a bit over is logical from a business standpoint. If an owner comes in and gives him 3 billion, I think he'll accept and he'll take it. Ultimately, I do think he'd even accept anything around 2.5. If he has to take it, he's going to take it before any sanctions come in and everything's frozen from him. So, look, here's the thing. In terms of from a fan perspective and Chelsea Football Club, I want two things. I don't want a consortium to come in and take Chelsea Football Club, which has already been rumoured, because then you've got too many chefs in the kitchen. I don't want a situation where we've got so many voices on the table and we can't take a flipping decision. And that happens with all sorts of clubs. And I don't want that. I don't want a consortium. A consortium with loads of investors has the prime objective of just coming in, make money. We'll be in the same situation as Arsenal when you think about it, even though they've only got one owner now, which is Stan Kroenke, or the Kroenkes. But it's more about making top four, marketing, publicity, sponsors. We want money. Screw the objectives. Trophies now. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. We want money. We want profit. I don't want Chelsea to fall into that. Yes, Chelsea are obviously looking to make profit. That's obviously, anyone that's involved in business would be stupid to not try and find profit. But the ambition of the club needs to remain there. Under Roman Abramovich, we've done so much in terms of being able to invest in the first team, the resources, invest in the academy, looking to produce loads of talent, which we're now reaping the rewards of. I mean, we're always in contention for winning trophies. We're always making finals, even in bad seasons. The ambition and the standards are there to fight for trophies and to remain as a winning club, plus having a good business model. You want both. I'm scared if a new owner comes in and just screws the winning, we go all money, and I don't want that. Ultimately, I don't want a consortium, as I've said, because I think that is going to be the prime objective from a consortium, money first. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I don't want any Americans coming in. Look at Man United with the Glazers. Look at Arsenal with the Kroenkes. Look at Liverpool with FSG. And it was only up until recently where Liverpool fans, I think, pretty much forced their hand to actually start splashing some cash. And they still haven't splashed that much. And I don't want to come out and be like, oh, just splash the cash. That's the key to success. It's not. You have to do it correctly. Arsenal have money. United have money. They've spent it wrong. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want it spent right. And at Chelsea, I feel like we've done a lot of that correctly, except for Romelu Lukaku, and you could argue maybe Morata and all of that. But as a club and as a team and us putting ourselves as a standard, we've done really well. I don't want that being wrecked. So, yeah, no consortium. I would like an owner that would be able to come in and that cares and has the same ambition as Roman, with the same structure that Roman's put in place. Just keep it going and then bring your new ideas to the table and see what we can do. That is what I want. But we'll see what happens in the next few days, because I do think this is going to end sooner rather than later. And when it's official that Roman has sold Chelsea Football Club, I will obviously give you guys a video and we'll be able to go into detail about what Roman's done to Chelsea Football Club over the last 20 years. What a sad end, eh? What a sad end that it's all come down to this. And it's going to be very quick. It's going to be very sudden. We'll wait and see what happens. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below in relation to this story this morning that Chelsea Football Club are officially up for sale. I'd love to hear your opinions on it and where you stand. And I'll give you guys the watch-along later, so make sure you're here for that. Luton Town versus Chelsea. We'll go into detail on the watch-along before the game as to how all of this is going to affect the team, affect Thomas Tuchel. Poor Thomas Tuchel, by the way. I'm going to talk on the watch-along about TT, because he's been through a lot. I'll see all of you later on. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you later on the watch-along. Have a good one, people. In a bit, take care, and peace.